So 8:28, we're going to call our special public meeting to order. We do have items coming forward from our committee of the whole, which we have already under approved additions. We have under approved additions, we would have the King Foundation Thriving Forest proposal, as well as the Art Content Tattoo Convention proposal as well, under additions. And I believe all of our other items are already listed in our agenda, including recommendations from Planning Advisory and the voting bylaw. So with the two additions, I would ask for a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Contrary minded. The agenda is approved as amended. So recommendations from Planning Advisory Committee, we will start there.
Madam Chair, there's two recommendations from Planning Advisory Committee reviewed in Committee of Whole. First one is with respect to commercial zone C4. The recommendation of PAC, which has been reviewed, is that the town council give first reading and hold a public hearing on June 18th, 2024 to amend the Port Hawkesbury planning strategy and land use bylaw to allow a building supplies sales business, retail sales, restaurants, clinics, warehouses, and outdoor storage in the commercial restricted C4 zone to relax architectural requirements for accessory buildings and amend signage provisions.
Okay, what is the wishes of council?
I move the motion.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a mover,
Second.
we have a seconder. Any discussion on the motion that's on the floor?
Question?
Okay, the question has been called. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded, motion is approved.
Second motion from Planning Advisory Committee is with respect to the Memorial Drive development and the motion for considerations of the town of Port Hawkesbury. Give first reading and schedule a public hearing on June 18th, 2024 regarding entering into a development agreement for a maximum of 80 units on Lot 5B, PID 501-55779, Memorial Drive, Town of Port Hawkesbury, Inverness County, and to discharge the existing development agreement registered to the property effective 4 April 2008 and registered 10 April 2008 as document 90383614 between the Town of Port Hawkesbury and Smith and Fraser Mobile Homes Limited.
Okay, thank you, Terry. What is the wishes of council?
I'll move the motion.
Okay, we have a mover. Do we have a seconder?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor. Any discussion?
Question.
Okay, the question has been called. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Contrary minded. Motion is approved. Okay, so that concludes our recommendations from Planning Advisory Committee.
Yes, it does.
Okay, we'll move on then to agenda item under alternative voting bylaw.
Motion for consideration with respect to the alternative voting bylaws that the Town of Port Hawkesbury approve first reading of the alternative voting bylaw and schedule a public hearing for June 18th, 2024.
Thank you. What is the wishes of council?
I'll move the motion.
Okay, do we have a seconder?
I'd second the motion.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion on the floor. Any discussion on the motion?
Question.
Okay, question has been called. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Okay, the motion is approved. That concludes that item, Terry?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so we do have some approved additions. Our first item is the Clean Foundation's Thriving Forest proposal. Oh, sorry, no it isn't.
That's fine.
We can do this one first.
No, that's fine.
We can do the, okay, very good. We'll do this one first.
Maybe I'll just I'll alter what's written
Sure.
to try to reflect what I believe is what the council
Sure,
wants.
that would be great.
So it would say that the Town of Port Hawkesbury support the Thriving Forest proposal with further discussion on the details and locations of the proposal.
So based on that motion, do we have a mover?
I'll move the motion.
Okay, do we have a seconder? Deputy Mayor?
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the motion on the floor?
Question.
Okay, question has been called. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded, motion is approved. The next one is the ArtCon Tattoo Conference.
Motion for consideration from Committee of Whole of the Town of Port Hawkesbury support the 2024 ArtCon Tattoo Convention with a 25% rental reduction rate.
Okay, so we have the motion before us with the amended percentage, 25% versus the 80% as presented. What's the wishes of council?
I'll move the motion.
Okay, do we have a seconder? This side of the table is a little quiet, is anybody? Councilor Dougal? Oh, I forgot already who moved the motion.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, thank you. All right, you're earning your salt tonight. So we do have a motion on the floor. Who's the mover, sorry? Okay, Councilor Coyne moved and Councilor McDougall seconded. Any discussion on the motion?
On the discussion,
Yes.
since this is the right place to discuss it, I think it's a great idea that we give 25%. They're new entrepreneurs, they can bring stuff into the town, and if it works good and we help them, and they come back, it's a win-win situation for us and for the town. So I totally support it, yes.
Thank you. Any other discussion or comments?
Question.
Okay, question has been called. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded, the motion is approved. So that concludes our approved additions. At this time, I would ask for a motion of adjournment.
So moved.
We'll move.
Okay, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, contrary minded, motion is approved. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.